Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my reading journey. I hope we're all in absolute fine. And today, as usual, I'm going to continue and read to you two more meditations out of the great book, The Daily Stoic. So let's get started with the first one. Dignity and bravery. As Cicero says, we hate gladiators if they are quick to save their lives by any means. We favor them if they show contempt for their lives. Snack on tranquility of mind. Lyndon Johnson's college classmates used to tell an embarrassing story about him. Johnson apparently had a big mouth and felt he had to constantly dominate and intimidate others. Yet his biographer, Robert Caro, makes it clear that when someone stood up to young Lyndon, he proved himself to be a complete coward. In one instance, during an argument over a poker game, instead of fighting, Johnson threw himself on a bed and began kicking his feet in the air with a frantic, windmilling motion, like a girl. He shouted, "If you hit me, I'll kick you. If you hit me, I'll kick you." Later in his life, Johnson also worked extremely hard to avoid serving in World War II and lived it up in California while other soldiers fought and died abroad. He later claimed to be a war hero. It was one of his most shameful lies. We do not need to disregard our physical safety or engage in wanton acts of violence to be brave. But nobody respects a coward. Nobody likes a shirker of duty. Nobody admires a person who puts too high a price on their own comfort and needs. That's the irony of cowardice. It's aimed at self-protection, but it creates shameful secrets. Self-preservation is hardly worth it because of everything it costs in return. Be brave. Be dignified. The beat goes on. Walk the long gallery of the past, of empires and kingdoms, succeeding each other without number, and you can also see the future, for surely it will be exactly the same, unable to deviate from the present rhythm. It's all one whether we've experienced 40 years or an aeon. What more is there to see? Marcus Aurelius Meditations. All things die, not just people, but companies, kingdoms, religions, and ideas eventually. The Roman Republic lasted 450 years. The Roman Empire, of which Marcus Aurelius was considered to be one of the five good emperors, lasted 500 years. The longest recorded life of a human being is 122 years. The average life expectancy in the United States is a little over 78 years. In other countries, in other eras, it has been more and it has been less. But in the end, we all succumb, as Marcus said, to the rhythm of events, of which there is always a final, determined beat. There is no need to dwell on this fact, but there is no point in ignoring it either. Alright, guys. So thank you for joining me today on this video. As usual, we're gonna continue tomorrow. So I'm gonna see you tomorrow. Thank you. Bye.